What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, your man, Stooksy Camel. Back at it with another video, and today we're doing yet another toxic tier list ranking. Ooh, yeah. And I thought to myself, since Stranger Things Season 5 is on the horizon with everyone filming it, and the next season dropping next year, hopefully, fingers crossed, why not let's do a tier list ranking of all the characters and rank them from the worst to the best in tier list fashion. But before we get to actual beginning of the video itself, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, because it's absolutely free. Number two, also maybe help with the YouTube algorithm recommend it, more people, maybe they could join that and do feel free to comment your list down below. With that being said, guys, let's just get right into it. And let's go. But before we get right into it, here are the tiers. So we have best of the best, which means they're like they're the best characters of the whole entire series. They're a perfect character in my mind, and they deserve to get up there. Next up, I thought to myself, it's probably corny, I know. I thought to myself, why not have a title of a category in here, Stranger Things related. So I made Demogreat, which Demogreat means they come close to best of the best, but there's a minor flaw holding their character back from getting up there into the best of best here. Toxic Goodness means they're a good character. They're a solid character, but not anywhere near the top. Decent means they're all right. I don't mind them. They're pretty cool, but not good overall good. Wait, hold on a second. Wait. How do I get rid? Okay, how do I? Wait. Okay, there we go. Anyways, next category is okay, which means overall they're a mixed bag of the character. I don't really know necessarily what to think about them. Meh means like they're just there. They're just there. Who are you means I do not remember you at all. And then Toxic Trash means the dumpster fire, the worst characters in Stranger Things. So first up we have Mike. And also I would just like to point out something as well. If we were ranking the different versions of these characters throughout each season, that would be a lot more easier for me. However, I'm ranking them based on all 4 seasons, so I can't just judge them by 1 season each, unfortunately. So we have Mike, which Mike in the first season I think is a really good character. I would probably put him in the great tier. However, in season 2, they make him really annoying for me. I think he's really annoying in that season, and also, he's not a good character in that. Season 3 and then season 4, he's tolerable. He's not annoying, but, like, he kind of feels sidelined, you know? Season 4, he ends up going back he goes where, Jonathan... why am I Will and 11 where they are, and I forgot where they were specifically, but visiting them. And then season 3 he's just having a boys versus girls war with him and Lucas versus Max and Elle. So I'm gonna put Mike in decent. I can't put him any higher just because the later seasons kind of downgrade his character significantly. If we were talking about the first season, he would go in great, but he's gonna go in decent. Next up, we got Will. Will, I'm gonna go. Okay, season 4, I feel like he wasn't at... Well, no, season 3, I think, was the weakest season for him. I'm going to put him above Mike, because I think overall, as a character, he has developed a little bit more throughout the series. Obviously, season 1, he's not really featured much because everyone's trying to find him in the Upside Down. Season 2, of course, you get to see more of him where he is infested still with some of the Upside Down inside of him, with everyone trying to get him out, and he's a more prominent role. Season 3 is probably the weakest version of him. He doesn't pop up as much. And then season 4, he has some moments to shine, where he's explaining the Upside Down to Mike on the car ride. So, I'm gonna go good, I think, for Will. Next up, we got Vecna. Easy. Vecna is gonna go right up into best of the best. He is probably one of the best TV show villains of all time. I would say that for me personally. I think he's a really great villain. I like the way he looks. He takes some inspiration from some of the 80s villains in that time frame. Of course, the main one, it being Freddy Krueger, and he has this whole entire menacing voice to him. I love his backstory with Clementine and how he actually became Vecna, and overall, best of the best character. First best of the best character. This guy, I don't remember what his name is. I don't care. He turned the whole entire town against Eddie, and basically everyone hates Eddie, even though he died and Eddie did nothing wrong. So easily toxic trash for that guy, whatever his name is. I don't care. His little sidekick, who are you? I just remember him dying, and that's it. The pilot guy from season 4, he might be in season 4 and season 3. I forgot where he popped up, but he's all right. He's decent. He has a whole lot of comedic relief moments, so there's that. That's a positive. Yeah, but overall he's not. No, I'll put him in okay. He's okay. Okay, this one's a tricky one for for Mrs. Wheeler. I'm gonna have to put her meh. If we were talking about the first season, I would probably put her in the decent category, but second season, I don't remember her doing much, to be honest with you. Season 4, I could say the same. And then season 3, they make her, how do I say it? Let's just say they make her. I'm not saying the word, but yeah. If you know, you know. They kind of make her a cheater. So, Mr. Byers. Okay, bro. He's funny, but yeah, he's pretty bad character. He's just a useless father character. So, and this guy plays basically the same exact character in Lisa Frankenstein too. So he goes there. Little Wheeler, the guy from season 2 that eventually pops back up again in season 4, he's decent, he's decent. He's way more better than Papa as a human being. He's way more better than Papa in the series, but he's not overall better as a character than Papa, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Chrissy, wake up. Chrissy is good. Why I don't put her higher is because it's only because she only is in one episode. So, and then she dies. That's it. But she is a good character. So she goes there. Eddie Munson. We know where Eddie's going. Eddie's easily going right up into best of the best as well. One of the few characters that just pop up once in one season that is an amazing character. His sacrifice was so tragic at the end of season 4, and that whole entire scene with him and Dustin, oh my goodness, the acting was superb from both Joseph Quinn and why am I forgetting Dustin? Gaten Matarazzo, both of their acting was superb in that scene. So, yeah, do I need to say anything? Best of the best. Easy. Okay, this one's weird because the Vecna and him are basically the same character. But this is semi-Vecna, so I'm gonna put him in Demigrate. It's just because we don't get to see much of his earlier form, so that's the only reason why I don't put him best of best. So, and unlike his future counterpart, so that's why. Argyle, he's just a person that smokes weed. he's just the classic, the pothead dude. So he's okay. He's funny. The blind dude that's, I think, the guy's, Vecna's father or whatever his name is. I remember him being decent for the story, so I'll put him there. Uh, why am I forgetting her name? Lucas's sister. Why am I, okay, I forgot. Season 2 and season 1, she doesn't do nothing. But season 3, they make her a funny character. Where she, gets involved with the whole entire part of the story with Steve, Robin, Hopper. Well, Steve, Robin, and Dustin, where she gets involved with that. So that was pretty funny, and they make her do all this stuff, crawling through vents and all that. So she goes there. She's funny. Next up, we got L11, and oh gosh. All right, L11. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm putting her best of the best, but probably she's low best of the best, I will admit. I think season 1, she's phenomenal. Season 2, she's really good too, even though there's a episode where they kind of ruined the character, where she does her own side mission that isn't even relevant to the story at all, in my personal opinion. And if you know the episode I'm talking about, you know the episode I'm talking about. But yeah, the weakest development in her character is season 3. Again, where they have the boys versus girls war with Mike and Lucas versus and Max and 11. So that storyline was, but yeah, still best of the best character. So yeah. Barb, she was a minor character. Well, she not a minor character, but she didn't pop up a whole lot because, she obviously died. She goes decent. She goes top of decent. I think she's pretty solid in season 1. Especially she's that anchor for Nancy to find out what killed her and basically help with Mike and Will and everyone. So yeah, she goes in decent. Next up, we got Murray. Murray is he's funny. He goes toxic goodness. He's mostly the comedic relief for the last 3 seasons. So yeah, with him doing karate and stuff, or what was the I forgot what the fighting style. Kimchi something out. I don't know what it's called. Chi. Yeah, because chi power or whatever. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, I forget. I don't want to give myself backlash. Anyway, he goes there. If you're wondering what episode I was talking about before, where with 11, where that I didn't like, that was the episode. The whole entire twin episode. I hated that episode. That's the only bad episode in this whole entire series, is that episode. So, her twin sister, I don't know if they're twins, but her somewhat sister, she goes in toxic trash. I don't like that story at all. Robin, man, she started off as a really good side character. Okay. She started off as a really good... What are you doing, Mike? Stay back down here. Okay. She started off as a really good side character in season 3, and then season 4, she got a lot of development. And I think she's going to be the one that dies in season 5, sorry. Where I think they're going to have her make a sacrifice for Steve and reveal that she has loved Steve the most, and then she'll die and Steve won't die. So maybe, I don't know. That's my theory of who's dying next season. So her sacrificing herself for Steve, and she has a lot of funny moments with Dustin, Steve, and Lucas's sister. So yeah. Wait, do I go best to best? Yeah. I like her more than Elle, so she goes there, I think. So yeah. Susie, she's funny. She's funny. I'll put her in toxic goodness, especially that never-ending story. A scene from Stranger Things season 3 where her and Dustin do that, where there's this whole entire mystery going around in the season with Dustin saying, "Oh, I have a girlfriend." Yeah, everyone's just not believing him. So yeah, it's fun. So she goes there. Dude that dies in season 4, I think he's the first one that dies. Correct me if I'm wrong, by Vecna. I forgot. Yeah, meh. The girl that gets hit with the skate by Eleven in season 4. Yeah, she's meh. Uh, Next up we got Lucas. First season. Okay, so I rewatched the first season yesterday and a week before too. And I think the first season I didn't really care about his character much originally, but then after a rewatch, I think he is very vital to that story. Season 2 and season 3. Season 2, he has some pretty decent moments. In season 3, again, the same thing with L, Max, and Mike. But season 4, I think, really made me love his character. I'm going to put him great. I think that was the best development for his character, and he get more development with his relationship with Max. So he goes there. Speaking of Max so she was introduced in season 2, of course, and then she's alive till season 4, and she's gonna be in season 5. I hope, at least. Max easily goes best of the best for me. Season 4 made her an S tier character with that whole entire running up that hill sequence with her escaping Vecna just barely, with her almost dying in season 4 too. They definitely made her character so much better in season 4. So, yeah, easily best of the best. Nancy, okay. I'm going to put her decent. I know, another hot take. Season 2, I forgot what they did with her. And then season 3, her and Jonathan, just the one thing I remember from that that season with their characters is they escape the Mind Flinger. That's the one thing I remember, and they help the kids in the mall. So season 4, she has some moments, and she's definitely the best in season 1 with her friendship with Jonathan, with helping trying to kill the Demogorgon. So she goes decent. Next up we got why am I blanking? Why? Okay, I don't know why I'm brain farting. Mrs. Byers. Why is this happening to me? Winona Ryder does great in that role, and she does good in that first season where she basically plays the whack job character for everyone, so where everyone thinks she's crazy, and she does a really good job at that. Season 2, how her and Mike are the only two people that will remember, so where she's basically, there's that one moment where she basically just says, screw it, I'm gonna get that upside down out of you, Will. So, and she ends up doing that. So, yep, them are great. All right, Hopper. We know where Hopper's going. Hopper's easily going into S tier. The development of his character is good throughout all 4 seasons. I think they did a really good job with him. Particularly season 1 and season 4, I think, are his best moments. Season 4, I think, is my pick for his best character development, where he's obviously in Russia and Mrs. Byers is trying to basically Jill? I think that's what her name is. I don't know. Yeah, I just watched this yesterday. What is going on with me? So, when she's trying to go save Hopper, yeah. And you have that iconic kiss between them two at the end of season 4. That's really nice. So, with them two's relationship. Papa, I will put at great. I think it's very odd that he's still alive in season 4, because season 1, it really does look like he's dead from that Demogorgon. I'll tell you that much. I forgot how what they said, how he survived. Anyways, that's the only gripe about his character. But otherwise, he is a good little thing to fit in there, where he's basically the one that stops Elle from joining with the kids. So, yeah, he goes there. Steve, we know where Steve is going. Steve is going right up into Best of the Best as well. Steve is probably I would say him and Max are tied for my favorite characters of Stranger Things by far. Season 1, I originally thought he was a jerk, but then like rewatching the season, you realize that it's not actually him that said that basically made those things about Nancy. His friend basically pushed him to do it. So, and you feel a little bit more bad feel a little bit bad towards him when you rewatch it a second time, that is. But overall, there are some moments in season 1 where he's kind of a jerk, though. Season 2, it makes, for all the people that hated Steve in season 1, they make you really love his character, where he ends up being kind of the babysitter for Dustin, Mike, Will, and Mike and Lucas and everyone, where they're trying to destroy some parts of the Upside Down below them. So he's really funny in that role, and then you get that iconic bromance between him and Dustin that's, of course, iconic throughout this whole entire series. So, and yeah, he goes there. Next up, we got Billy. Billy goes into great. Season 2, he's just a jerk. But then season 3, you understand why he's a jerk, and you start to come around to his character a little bit more. You learn about his backstory, and you get that iconic sacrifice at the end of season 3, where he sacrifices himself for Elle right before he dies. So, yeah, he goes great. Or Demigrate, I should say. Bob was a good guy, you know? Bob, I'll put it in toxic goodness. He was a good new replacement for, a good new love interest for, Joyce. Joyce! Why did I forget about that? I don't know. But them two's relationship's cute. He has a really sad death at the end season 2, so, yeah, where he sacrifices himself for the group. So, yeah, he's good. He's played by Sean Astin, too. Dustin, we know where Dustin's going to. Dustin easily going right up into Best of the Best as well. Well, actually, him, Max, and Steve are tied for my favorites. I changed my mind. I keep on going back and forth. But I think all 4 seasons he's been a good character or great character. I think particularly season 3, I think. Season 3 and season 2, I think, was his peak of his character, I think. And season 4, too, actually, now that I think about it, because him and his relationship with Eddie. So, yeah, he's been good throughout all 4 seasons. I don't think I've had a flaw with his character in all 4 seasons. So he goes there. And then finally, we got Jonathan. Jonathan's a really tough one, because the first 2 seasons, I think he's really great. Season 3, all right, and then season 4, they make him a drug addict. So I'm gonna put him at the top of toxic goodness. I think he's overall a better character than Will in at least the first 2 seasons. And season 4, yeah, him and Argyle just smoke stuff. So there's that. But he's still a solid character in the first 2 seasons. So yeah, but with that being said, guys, that is just my tier list ranking of all the Stranger Things characters. Be sure to let me know your list down below, and let me know how wrong did I get this or how right did I get this. I don't know. But with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all next one, everybody. Peace.